I know, love you. This is Lagos. Bring you up to speed. It was radio, now this podcast. I was want to say that, but you know. But yeah, you know, this is probably a big milestone for Road to 27 for what I've been doing. You know, I never thought about it until I only know maybe 20 of the 27 years of my life, maybe even less. You know, because I wasn't the one who created this.
Today you're acknowledging.
Amazing, gorgeous, handsome specimen of a man.
Be crazy.
But you know, now we got the original, got the Nike factory here.
That's me. That's what we call it.
I'm the Nike Air Force, and here's the factory. But yeah, I know. That's what it's about.
You. I'm not calling me a factory.
But I say all of this in love. You know?
I know.
Like, a whole lot of it.
Yeah. Because you always say, I take it after you.
Yeah, and your mic's too far from you. Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear me now.
Yeah, you can hold it like maybe this far.
Can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now?
Wait.
Yeah.
There was no football last night.
Hey.
But we get no.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is us again. Episode whatever. I'm not sure where I'm gonna place. I might make this the last episode to wrap up
To 27.
the foundation. Yeah. So initially the idea is would say Road to 27 is kind of your blueprint to your podcast because before the whole time was kind of like find the right content or curate the best content to be able to say now I'm a podcaster or I'm releasing a podcast. So Road to 27 structurally or the scaffolding is really would see it's the building blocks to the podcast officially.
Okay.
You know, technically the podcast starts from the first episode you drop, but the mentality behind it. So I also can further on create content is say the Road to 27. So I get to see what podcast 27 can have and how many things it can have.
Okay.
So that's why as soon as we hit a year mark, which is February, our anniversary.
Oh, for the podcast?
Yeah, we're going
really?
a year strong. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't turn 27 and not turn 28.
No, for me, I was like, Road to 27. Then when you reach 27, I was like, I wonder if it's gonna change now.
I wonder if he's done podcasting. You thought I was done?
No. I thought it's gonna change the name of the podcast now, because now you have turned 27. Then
yeah. So it does turn. The name does change. To 27 instead of Road 2.
Oh.
So now we're living out the year 27. Yeah, because I remember the first time I thought of the concept of Road to 27 and everything behind it, I was kind of like, yo, I wanna drop something that builds up anticipation to 2027. But even at the time I was thinking of 27 as like, that's it, get to 27. But in the learning part of it was that you get to 27 and you live 27 with the principles on the road to. So on the road to, I learned self-love, authenticity, letting go, gratitude and kindness. And now 27 is me living those or exercising that foundation that we built.
Okay. So have you been practicing those? Have you been exercising?
Okay. I was the one who was coming with questions, but that was a solid one.
So far.
So far. Yeah, I've been exercising at times, all 5 fundamentals, and at times 1 or whichever I can manage at the time. But yeah, I have grown a lot in self-love, loving myself a little more, just learning to appreciate me and to value me. And I've learned to value myself less. A little less. This is a tough section for me. Self-love is actually a very tough thing for me. But I would say, instead of seeing myself through the eyes of others, let me start seeing myself through my own eyes. Because most of the time, what would happen is that, hey, I poured you a drink for you. Oh, thank you, Julia, you're delightful. Oh, I'm a delightful kid. You know, it never stemmed from me saying I'm a delightful kid, that's why I'm serving you. It's I'm waiting to hear what you think of me by my actions.
And also starting to see yourself through God's eyes.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing myself outside of my talents as well, that God has given me, and saying, okay, God, these gifts and the space you give me, the platforms, the influence, is all to bring you glory. And so where do I fit in that picture? I'm part of what brings you glory. And so to see myself as that too, someone and something to God that glorifies Him. Yeah, letting go has also been hard, but or let me say this rather. For each of the episodes, the build up to the episode. So we'll be doing self-love, for example. And when we're doing self-love, you've got this, you say this is what you want to do, and the challenge immediately comes. So we're like, okay, we're going to talk about self-love. What do we know about self-love? And it's like, oh yeah, information. We have data, we have ways to articulate what self-love is, but can we translate it? Can we show it? And so each build up to the episode gave us a little task to exercise it. So when we actually get there, instead of now, we get there thinking, yeah, I'm coming to give this information, to, oh, this is where I've had to exercise self-love and see what it actually means. And this is how I've had to deal with authenticity. So each one, because even letting go, like, you won't hear it on the pod, but it was probably the most emotional episode we've ever recorded. Because I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying, and thank goodness it was audio first, but I'm crying and in crying, it was a process. It was a real process of letting go.
That you were letting go.
And so it really also even built my faith that much more on God. That God is so loving, in a sense that I'm not toiling against politics or do's and don'ts and structures of this thing that I'm doing, because that's what it seems like in the climates of church or environments where there has to be something we're putting together, but rather He's just there with me. He's sitting on the creative seat with me when it comes to editing. He's sitting with me when it comes to now delivering this thing. And I was just like, yeah, Holy Spirit, we really did start asking and praying and be in the room with us as we record this. You really were.
And it's been amazing really, because I have listened to, maybe not all of them, but I've listened to some of those podcasts, and what you are saying now, I can relate and testify.
I got testimony.
I can testify that, okay. Yeah, because the topic kept coming, and you and KG kept, elaborating and saying. Sometimes I'll be like, listen, God, really,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm now hearing you saying this right now. It makes sense.
Yeah, I can say, to summarize, I have been learning. I think more so now is it's a very active for me right now. Of that, right? December hasn't been my month.
This December.
Yeah.
Why?
The last 2 months, because I think I charged into a burnout. But I'm burning out from about 3 different things. Usually it used to be one thing I focused on. It was work. Would be work the whole year and just either whatever social activities. But this year I've had to balance pursuing what I'm passionate about, being passionate about my job as well, and cultivating the space God has put me in and what He wants to do. And just going through each month has something that requires something out of me that God had called me to. And as exciting as it is to be called by God to different places and to elevate you, you take quite the knocks as well.
You do.
It doesn't come at it doesn't you don't really walk up the mountain.
But for me, it's been amazing just to see Salu media forming and growing, and the quality and the professionalism, and I sit back and I'm like, he did that. He's doing this really, because it's something that you've been watching other people doing or watching it on TV, and now he's actually, my son is actually creating this, So every time I see those videos where you post on YouTube, on your status, wow. Unbelievable. So as much as, yes, you're talking about burning out, but something good out of that has come out, and amazing to see the journey. Seriously, it covers all the years you've been wanting to do this. So you've always been a media guy, but it's amazing to see. It's like it has formed too quickly. Then
you get those feelings inside.
Then the long time preparing or being prepared or being equipped towards it, it's like now everything is just coming together, and for me it's amazing. I remember this one time where I said, we'll be doing that for my concert. Faith.
Coming soon, excuse me. But you actually remind me, in grade 11 I was into Triple E a whole lot, and my favorite song always matched the tattoo. It's funny actually that Christianity is what drew me to tattoos. It wasn't gangsters.
Oh my goodness.
Because remember the tattoo I wanted. The first time I came to you guys when I was 16, I said, hey, would you disown me if I got a tattoo? And he said, no, but wouldn't be happy about it.
And you wanted to write what?
116. Romans 1:16.
Oh, yes.
And I wanted it like somewhere here. But because I was, Lecrae, all the gents had it, all the guys I'm listening to. And now I'm like,
So I put you through this as
You brought me into this world.
I introduced you to these guys
You
with
put me out.
tattoos. Oh my goodness.
You know. Maybe you should get one yourself.
Now you said you have to put it out there, eh? No.
I'll stay advocating for the tattoo.
I remember when I turned 40, you're like, Mom, let's go to it together. I'm like, no. I always remember Peter's preach about tattoos. Saying, okay, it's good for now. You're young. Think about when you're 60 or 70. Your skin is sagging, eh?
Hey.
It's like, you're right, Peter? I'm on your side. No?
Peter, I've got melanin. My skin don't turn into a curtain at 60. I'm black.
No?
My tattoos gonna stay shining.
I was like, nope, I'm fine. I'm not doing any tattoo. Nope.
But yeah, it was grade 11. I remember doing this video because my favorite song was Young and Unashamed. Young and Unashamed. And I did a whole like reel of photos, I think, with the song. But I remember really like getting into it, wanting to like it to change with the song and the picture go with this and not noticing that I'm actually exercising a lot of my passion. You know, because I think in school you grow up thinking that you have to have one passion. You have to find that one passion and you have to. So for me, music producer was it. I wasn't thinking like a music producer can get involved in so much more than just being in a studio. A music producer can get involved in film, can get involved in adverts, anything, really. And then matric. Dad offers me this to try to get me to go study at the Christian media school in Cape Town, yeah. And I'm excited about it, but in my head, I'm not processing it as my passion was. This is where I really want to be, you know. But what makes me bring that up is that yes, when you talk about the thing of time, this is about 8, close to 9 years in the making of seeing new things being done on the media spectrum and wanting to try them out. Or I try them out and never publish it to be seen. I just let it go, you know, to where we are now. But it took trying podcast after podcast, not even knowing it was a from not knowing it was a podcast that we were trying to create, to knowing it is, to creating a few over there, to the very like last moments. This wasn't supposed to happen. Road to 27 wasn't supposed to happen because I was still in that mode of trying and failing. I tried 2 weeks before I started the podcast and I failed, and I was kind of like,
That is not supposed to.
Good old Yaku. I actually saw him again. Yaku, the guy, first episode I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw him the second time, but politics, you know. But at least now that I know I will see him again, like I have confidence at that face, I will keep seeing. I would love to build with him. Actually, I wanted to do a whole like GoFundMe first time.
Oh, okay.
I started with spells. Also one of the dreams. Just
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I think that warms up the conversation pretty well. It's not even what we're going to talk about. I think I'm even curious to know because, I mean, I hear all the time, LGBT, you know, you're proud of me, you love me, you know, that's all those things that you have to. It's can't be that you can't. But, you know, yeah, what can you, seeing my journey, being with me the whole way through, you know, either of you absent parents, and my foundation foundation is as product of my parents. You know? So yeah, I think it gives the listener some following us on the episodes, a glimpse at why this whole journey started, as well as where it's going. So yeah, just want to hear you speak about me.
Speak about me. Tell them about me.
Tell them all about me.
Tell them.
The good, bad, ugly.
Oh, true. Hey, you can't say that, but it's true that you say that, you know, when the coffee is. Tell them about me. Oh, where do I start, really? Where do you want me to start?
Yeah, from childhood, you know. But what you can look for is maybe the key changes or the key characteristics you started seeing developing over time that brings out this character. Because I feel like I've been like this my whole life. Like cool and beautiful. I'm joking. But I'm not joking. I'm joking. You know what I mean?
But the truth is, yes, you've always been a cool, understanding child. Sometimes I probably like you think more than your age. Sometimes. But yeah, since you're small, I would say, well, yeah, when you're in primary, you know, I would lie because I remember that you played every sport that they had. But you were not excelling in even one. But you're playing all of them. I remember you went with your dad. Cricket, you were there. Soccer, you were there. But
no, I thought I was good at these things.
Never made these 18 things, you know, that they call it in these modern schools. But you were there. Putting your own.
I'm a skinny fat
you were
kid.
in the choir with unpacked. So, but from small, yeah, we've always been close. We've always been close.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, we've always been close. Okay, I will. That was a desire of my heart. You know, God has gifted me with singing. So at least I wanted one of my child to be like, you know, his music thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah. But when you after grade 12,
Mm-hmm.
when you took a liking at the media at the church,
Mm-hmm.
so that's where actually I started. As much as we've been seeing it, because there are memories because we introduced you to music when you're still small. All these kinds of which earlier was playing with those tattoos.
Jesus, glorious
one. You remind me of one of there's this one New Year's Eve. It was just the three of us. Marvin wasn't there. Shout out to Marvin. Marvin wasn't there yet.
Yeah, he wasn't on the road yet.
But it was just the three of us, and it was what do you call it? New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're playing. CDs, everyone, you know, to those who are younger, that round thing with the hole inside.
Frisbee.
Oh, it's called Frisbee. Anyway, yeah. As you were saying, Jesus, those are the songs we were singing, and those what was this one now? The McLaren Sky.
McLaren's. Not a McLaren.
It's Clarence or the very, very handsome pastor who was singing.
Oh yes, Bishop E. Clarence.
Yeah, we were singing those. I remember that anyway. That's where we were. But you were singing your heart out, you know. So, but when you started interning, doing the internship at City Hill, and that's what you were doing, sound, and I would hear even people who are working with you saying how good you are, and you are a fast learner, and you loved it.
I do.
Yes, at the time, you know.
I almost gave up on sound though that year. I almost gave up on sound that year.
What?
My group leader, my overseer, pushed me up to here. And I remember.
Don't mention names now.
No, I won't mention them. I'd actually love to do a pod with him at some point. I was thinking about him lately, but I remember just thinking of these words he told me beginning of the year when I started the internship at church. He was like, whatever you do, guard your hearts. When working at church,
is that what I told
guard
you?
your hearts, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That first day of school type speech.
Yes.
It was that. It was like, yo, guard your heart. I know you've grown up in this church, you've seen this church, and it's lovely.
See, I even forgot it.
It's different in the office, and it really was. I'm like, whoa. I need to pray for my church.
They need to repent. They need to know Jesus.
You know? But it goes to show. There was a time in my life I thought Christians were humans. You know, thought everything was perfect and smooth sailing.
Yeah, true.
But yes, no.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. Then after that, what do we say? What is history? Until now.
History.
The rest is until now.
Yeah.
You know. But we've always had that relationship. That I remember we used to have coffees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, those coffees, when he was now earning a little bit more, those coffees were cut off. I don't know how. I'm just putting it out there. Those coffees were just gone. You know, like gone. But anyway, we've always
back now.
We've always had that close relationship where I will always encourage you to be open, that you can come to me with anything. Yeah.
Oh, actually, may I please touch on that a bit? You know what's crazy about that, Ma? Is that, okay, obviously, it's no surprise to you. I'll be surprised if you're surprised. But that I'm very literal.
Fix my face now.
I'm very literal. Like, if you tell me, you know, I mean, you saw it like a few hours ago, you know, you told me to put the potatoes to boil. And for me, it was put the stove on, put the water in, put the potatoes, leave it after that. Like, you never see, you know, instead of, if you said,
what do you mean by that?
Can you tend to the potatoes? Can you cook the potatoes for us? Then I would have known, in my head, I would have processed that, okay, I have to constantly be. But at a point, I just shut down. Like, I was even surprised when you were mashing them. I'm like, oh, I put potatoes on the stove. You know? So in that way as well, the vulnerability between us and our relationship, I value above what else. Like, more girl who's out there one day for me has to work double shift. I'm joking, but no, she wasn't sure with double shift. But I'm just emphasizing the excitement I have about our journey. I always have, you know, because from tattoos. I'm not taking it like with you lost that round, I won. Okay, maybe I did. But
I remember the first time you told me to step you. The first time, I think that was second time now. We were saying you want to just write, I love you, Jesus. I don't know. And I was like, he knows. He created you. He knows you. Don't have to write it, And we were in that homestead in Waterfall.
yes.
When I asked, and he was like, oh, let him. I'm like, what? You see, going
to church with white people.
Thought we were so behind for not allowing you to have a tattoo.
White churches
Going
gather.
to that homestead. Telling me the ways of the devil.
No, but you know. I remember another conversation we had over the years from when I was around 16, 15. My attitude phase, 13, 14, 15, my average phase. Everything was average. Everything needed attitude to it. But I remember this time, like, I don't know what debates or arguments we were having. There's this thing you say, you're like, I'm getting so let's be friends with the child. It's crazy. And in my head, I'm like, oh, you're gonna be my best friend one day. Watch. You watch. I am coming for you, bro. and not knowing that the pursuit would lead to actually getting to places where it's like, Mom, we need each other, There's certain emotion-based things. There's certain levels now we can talk on. We can talk on an emotional level, on a mental level, physical, financial, any area we can cover it. And what makes me feel more of a son to you is the closer it brings us to talk about those things, to where, some of my friends actually get surprised when like I tell them, like, oh yeah, no, I tell my mom about who I dated, who I'm dating, if I'm in a mess, if I'm doing something foolish as well, if in my player phase or any of those, I don't feel scared to say it to you, because I also find that freedom from having the chance to actually speak to my parents openly and honestly, without being afraid of disappointing you, but more excited of growing because I get to do that. And so the vulnerability aspect of our relationship is like, it's crazy. It's crazy, because I don't see it as much in communities and some of the friend circles, because that is just not a thing, because of everyone believes a certain thing about each other.
There's that gap.
There's a gap, and I feel like we've created a good bridge to be in that gap. Not that constantly now that I've been granted that space to be there. I'm trying to be in the space the whole time, but so long as there's a bridge, I know which brings me to Road to 27. So I think I have said it to you once before, but if not, it's okay. But the whole idea behind 27, why the number 27, why the age 27 is so important to me, is because of the 27th Club. So all those guys who were influential, who were celebrities, who died at 27.
Oh, okay, that I do.
Yeah, so super influential artists. So Amy Winehouse, that's the only one I can show you. Oh, and Heath Ledger also died at 27.
Oh.
Heath Ledger, the guy who acted as the Joker. Batman.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a whole line to it, and my relationship with Jimmy, and he's into rock and hip hop. I was into hip hop and gospel, whatever else. I was into TJ.
Oh.
Sorry, I call him Jimmy nowadays.
Oh, I'm like, Jimmy
JT, TJ, JT to Jimmy and Son.
It's Jimmy now.
Yeah, but Jimi, not Jimmy. It's Jimi, like Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was part of the 27 Club too.
That is 27.
Yeah, and all of them it was either suicide or it was suicide, either an overdose.
But now,
some shot themselves.
My motherly and are like, okay, I'm listening.
Yes. That's why I'm just seeing myself in an explainer mode right now. I'm not a son. I'm just explaining it. But the culture became that thing of like, make it big by 27, and entertaining things we shouldn't have at a young age of like 20, 21. Of like, just, the rock star life is really make an impact and us being the intelligent duo we are with TJ, we were like, life is basically, the same cycle over and over again. So basically from 0 to 30, it's pretty much a full life cycle. So from 30 going up, you'd be repeating your lifetime. And that's how lifetime is kind of, and we're quantifying that, saying it jokingly because life is good. Nothing requires us to be in that dark space. But we're speaking that into life, to where, at 25, we're having conversations like, whoa, maybe 27, not looking so bad anymore. To when 2020 comes and everything happened in 2020.
Well, COVID and all, and
my shenanigans.
Your shenanigans.
Yes. I know I take full responsibility for it, but even I look at 2020 and I'm like,
no, I was sure that both my children they wanted to kill.
He was cursing you out.
Dead.
Yeah.
But God.
Thank you. 2020, from 2020 right up to 2022, I'd been feeling suicidal, and I was kind of like, I'll start really wrestling with the idea at 27, because now I feel like all's lost. If I'm capable of doing such narcissistic stuff, even to the point of my family, what good am I? And so that's what led to also the suicide attempts that I didn't know about in 2022. Because there's even that for you, having to see your son get to that, live through that, and see him afterwards.
Yeah.
How's that be? How's that scary chapter be?
Well, I would say I went to a numb mode because it was an unbelievable time. From 2020 or 2019 actually. 2019, and I will be away at work, and I'll go on Facebook and see these videos, because you like to post the stories as well. On Facebook, and I'll see this and I'll be like, when you are seeing things on TV, but you're denying that it
could never be in my household.
And that can never be Judah. Not my Judah. No, so it was painful, honestly. It was unbelievably painful, and it was hard to believe that it was really happening. So I think for me, the coping mechanism was like to be in denial that it's happening, but all the evidence was there, and people will be telling me, and yeah, that was it's stuff that your mind shuts down because you don't want to remember it, because along the way you've seen the faithfulness of God when God restored what the locusts had stolen, No, that was hard. That was really hard. I remember, but all I would say is, I remember, okay, when you had to come and stay with me down here now, because
how Christ was too much.
Yeah, and how life had been, and so I always say I thank God for this one day when I was supposed to start getting involved with worship at church, because that was the day I said, "You're coming with me." You're coming with me. I'm not getting back here alone at night. Yeah, but for me, seriously, it's years that I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember, but whenever I do remember them, it's like it's like yesterday. I still have that picture of that day when we went to the beach. Facebook reminds me, and Mom Kurako always posted. Remember that day when we were from Durban? And
we went to go wash in the
yes.
Hey, because
yes, and I remember. Oh, I've never seen you like that. I've never seen you like that when you came out when they released you. You came out and you went straight to me and you didn't knock me down with that hug and sob like a baby.
Sorry.
Oh. And it's gone. We didn't catch it.
It was fine.
Yeah. But from there and you getting involved at church, God restoring you one day at a time. So this road to 27. Now, I'm glad that you explained right now how it came about and how you saw it was going to be fulfilled in your life, because of everything that happened. I remember there were parents who didn't want you to associate with their children now, and you could feel that. But they're not saying, but I could feel that, and became like an outcast. But God, the faithfulness of God in all, I just see His faithfulness all over. And I will always say, when He restores, He doubles and triples. When He restores, because people can't believe when they see you today.
Yeah.
It was a very short space of time where you messed up your life, but it was like it's been your life to people, But in that short space of time, a lot of people were like they written you off, So now seeing you like this, and God is restoring you. You still have battles that you're fighting, but being 27 and being who you are today, I have never said even one day, maybe I have said I'm disappointed in your actions or whatever, but I've never found myself saying, I'm not proud of you. I've always said, I'm proud of you. At times I would say it with tears, but I will speak that because that's exactly how I was feeling. And I will always be proud of my sons, no matter what. But they should make me proud.
Yeah. Humbling, always humbling, especially when you share with me. I think even in the time and season I'm in right now, it's like, yeah, but yeah, all the praise goes to Jesus, really, about it. I think that's because I'm Christian. I don't need to. I'm not subjected to a dogmas because I'm a Christian. That I have to always show you that, hey, here's my files and credentials that I'm a Christian. But you get to experience and see it by being in my space, and so what I love about the underlying foundation, ultimate foundation of this podcast is that it's been Jesus the whole time. Sometimes we are going to stress about, are we dropping fast enough, or we're not dropping like we said we wanted to drop, and all these things. Or we get lost in it being a failure. Yet we said, when we started this, we started it on the confirmation that God was doing something new. And this was what he was starting within us. This is what he started with KJ, and I was on the journey just of, it's just been seeing Jesus really bring transformation in our lives. Not only through this podcast, but through this journey of the year. Friendship circles have changed. He's released me from things I never thought I'd be released from. Although I might still battle, but I'm in battles. I feel like the war is being fought for me. And it doesn't make me necessarily, like, I don't say it's in a bad way, that it makes me feel okay about my battles, about losing some of my battles, but it does, it really does. In the sense that even when the battle is lost, I can see what God is doing more. Or I lose a battle and I'm wanting to break down. But as I get on my knees, there's medals in my hand that I didn't see God putting in my hands. For saying, for what you think you've lost now, I've given you so much more. And it's allowed me to be this emotional kid towards God.
It's been amazing. I remember when you said to me, was that you were everything you were disappointed in life. So you said you want to find God your way. And definitely you did. And it's been amazing to see you growing. It's been amazing to see you. I mean, sometimes sitting with you and they'll be like, who is this? What? Huh? Why is my son? But hearing how the depth of God's word in you, and sometimes I would sit and like, you explain things as if, in a new way, even to me. So it's been so amazing just to look at your journey, and I'm glad that you're pulling your brother as well along, and he's also finding God in his own way and having this relationship with God in his own way. It's been beautiful, and the highlights. It's like you said, worshiping with you on stage.
Yes.
And when I'll be singing, and when I look on my side, and there you are with your sticks and the drums, and they are up, you are worshiping. And for me, I'm like, Lord, I don't deserve this, but yet I do.
That day on the drums, I was testing to see if an angel would come and drum for me. Like, God, we don't disrupt the service. But clearly the angel was too shy. He's too shy. But I know why, I believe this is a start to many more episodes, to much more joyous times of making content together. I've been going through this thing. I've been going through depression this month. But I'm just feeling like I'm not.
What depression? People have bonus and stuff. What depression?
You see what I mean? I didn't get it either. I was like, yeah, I'm bonus. God, thank you. But yeah.
But I'm depressed, Lord.
Well, I just felt like a bad son this month, And I'll unpack it with you a little later, because finally it came out my throat. But and thinking of it, I'm like, I just feel like, oh, this is where it's been, and I'm just seeing God saying, hey man, I know that's what it is, and that's fine, and so it had left me out. I'm remembering my point, so I was still trying to piece it together. And feeling like that, I kind of felt like I don't know what to do more to become a better son. I feel like anything I do or say now would just be me trying to patch up and not actually be intentional or truthful about that. And
like we spoke about it at lunch.
Yeah.
Past from here.
Yeah, actually.
You can't patch.
Can't patch it, can't fix it. But I was still struggling with then what is me and the way forward. And I think this is one of them. Being able to do this. It's funny how I feel more comfortable when the cameras are out now. When it's not. Did you notice how much I've talked since the camera's been up compared to the whole day today?
The phone, I get busy, and I was outside.
Hardly. If you had to see the chats on my phone, it's probably 3 hour gaps, 2 hour gaps.
Yeah, people. I was outside mowing the lawn.
I was inside working hard too.
Just saying, just please out there. My arms, I can't lift my arms. I'm sure you've seen his arms going up. Mine hasn't been up.
I can't move my fingers. I've been editing all day. I got cramps. Look at these. Look at these.
Goodness me.
There's two things you brought up today that have really caught me off guard. It's the sport. Because wow, what a revelation to bring up. I never knew that. I thought it was doing well. I thought it was pretty
good. We never made it to any first team, remember? We never went to all the we never went.
Okay, grade 9. I was under 15A for soccer.
Grade 9, but grade 9 you never shared anything. We didn't even know you were in sport. You were involved in sports in high school.
All I was achieving.
Because you went dead when it comes to sports in high school.
You see, this is the problem being a coconut. That's why I stopped being a coconut. Because now when you remind me of those, I'm like, I'm probably feeling like my friends, like my white dudes, or my emo phases and stuff like this. Like, why was I being depressed? You know, I mean, I probably had a lot more to be depressed about than them, but
See?
I'm not depressed at all, you know, but here I am now.
But you were a prefect.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you made it.
The laziest
Prefect.
prefect
Okay, I wasn't going to say that, but I didn't know that.
you will have ever met. Nah, I did my job, but like, it was just like, you know, I'm super slow. I'm a super slow walker. Sleep in half the classes. Because the thing is, well, I got a bachelor's pass, you know what I mean? It's not like I was slacking. But I was slacking. I used to carry an exam pad in my bag all year. That's all I had in my bag. It's an exam pad and my Bible.
I don't think we should continue with this one because it shows how much we didn't pay attention because you were on your own in high school.
Yeah, Uncle Jay. Now we can talk about these things. But no, we'll unpack them as episodes go. Yeah. But so this is my way now of breaking that anxiety. Because over the years, 2020 to now, social anxiety, all these things I never thought I was a shy person, not talkative, all of these things just become very real to me. Where it's like, like it the whole day I'm busy wrestling with hype. I'm even scared to socialize in the comfort of my own home, you know. Like even wherever I am.
Socialize you?
Yeah, this is the exact same thing KG did to me in episode 2. He was like, shy, you shy? Come on. But
I'm not talking about you.
yeah, because I'm probably deflecting with the confidence.
I always said actually I always say my boys could relate with any age.
Yes, that we can.
Come on, check out your mom. You know, I never met a stranger.
Well, me neither. I told you about old man yesterday.
But still you're shy.
Yeah. So I'm trying to break that in my brain.
Okay.
Of which, yeah, we'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Practice shyness. What kind of?
Yeah. But Road to 27, the episode before 27 starts. Thank you.
Journey. First of many, like you say.
First of many, I'll make you famous, girl.
Okay. Okay. Okay, you caught me right there.
Friend, the relationship ain't got there. Don't worry. I always throw these out. She
I've been
knows.
called Brew, I've been called Brown.
Sometimes I'll throw her name out, especially when I'm around white folk. I'm just like, Kanya. But thank you so much.
And that's why I take my shoe out. Don't call me by name.
But I'm telling something now. It can't be. But Road to 27, we out. So you poking in the body. That's not that hard. Just blow it. Okay, blow it a little bit.
When I blow, I look at it. I shouldn't look at it. How does it guys? Is it crunchy?
It's not. You think you know that line along your neck, coming down your throat, that smells leaf.
Don't do this to me.
Now you got this shit. Come on.
You see? Wait, you don't even want to process the taste buds? That's good, guys.